They feel pretty light.
Feels like a tire.
I heard the dude say that he doesn't recommend to put it on stock power bikes. I heard somebody else say it doesn't really matter. Wow. I think they weigh a little bit more maybe or something. So these are the Flow wheels, 12-inch mini Supermoto wheels. They look so sick, dude. They got a whole bunch of different colors. I went with black wheel, black spokes. Went ahead and put on the purple valve stem caps. They're gonna look so sick. Now, one thing about these is you will not be able to use the stock kickstand anymore. We'll either need to order another sprocket, another rotor, or just take the ones off your stock back tire, back wheel, and put them on here. If you want to pick some of these up for yourself, we'll leave them linked down in the description below. They were about $995 shipped to the door, but dude, from everything I've seen, they are so worth it. Like, we just got to get these things installed. Now, real quick, before we start the install, we just had to say, we just passed over 500 subs. Last video, we literally just said thank you guys for 300 subs, and we're already past 500. It's absolutely crazy. Just thank you guys so much for all the love and support. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, now with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into installing these wheels. What the? Yeah, that thing's broken. So now we just gotta take the rotor and the sprocket off of here and put it on the new back wheel. These bolts are Loctited in, and it takes a lot of force to get them out.
Alright, so we thought that the sprocket was hard to get off. The rotor was even harder to get off. We used Allen keys and stripped one of the screws out. Ended up having to get the impact drill and...
What kind of bit is it? A T25, I think?
Yeah, T25.
Some weird bit.
To get the screws out for the rotor. It had blue Loctite on this side. We don't have any, so we're gonna run to town, grab some, and we'll see you guys when we get back. All right, we made it back now. We picked up a couple things. We got the Loctite, and we actually got a digital pressure gauge, tire pressure gauge, just to keep on us and keep handy. And now we're gonna put the sprocket and the rotor on the new back tire.
Put a tiny little bit of Loctite on here.
I just wanted to mention that there is only one way that these will go on. The rotor side will have six holes for the bolts, and then the sprocket side will only have 5.
You gotta push down harder. You gotta look before you give it gas.
We got the rotor bolts all tightened up and everything. Now we're gonna put on the sprocket. And you'll notice that one side is flat and one side it kind of has an indentation on it. Make sure that the flat side goes down towards the wheel. So we did want to compare the weights of the stock tire and these aftermarket Flow wheels. We were told that the package was 26 pounds. So we were thinking,
yeah, now it says 26 pounds on there.
Yeah, 26 pounds on the package, roughly 12 pounds of tire. These are quite a bit heavier than the stock tires.
Yeah, themselves. You can definitely tell those are heavier, but not by much, but it is heavy. Alright, so we finally got everything aligned here. We did not realize at first we have to take out the bearings from the stock wheel. These little silver things that come in here, you can't really miss them. Just put them in. They only go in on one side, like you can't mess it up. And then yeah, you just got to get it all aligned and tightened down. Alright, we're going to move on to the front wheel now. Front wheel is off. Now we just got to get the rotor off and put it on the new wheel. Once again, the rotor takes T25 drill bits. Just getting the bearings that came with the front wheels in here. There's really only one way they can go in. It's like the tapered side down. It probably won't make any sense unless you're actually
There's a metal O-ring that comes with them, and that O-ring will be kind of tapered on one side. You'll just put the tapered side in towards the wheel.
Smack it in with this little white thing that comes attached to the spokes. Did forget to mention, these don't fit on every set of forks. These are the KKE forks, I believe, and to make them fit on here, you do have to take these plastic guards off. All right, we got everything back installed. Now, the last thing we got to do is hook up to the eMoto Bros app, the Egg Rider app, and change the wheel circumference in the app to match these. Now, I talked to eMoto Bros, and there's no 12-inch preset inside there, so we're going to set it to 10-inch wheels, and then we'll just set the circumference accordingly. Right, so I just got connected to the Egg Rider here. Then we're going to go over to display settings. We're going to hit read before we do anything. So then it's got everything that we have set. We're going to go down to wheel size here. Put that as a 10-inch, and wheel circumference in millimeters is 1,116. Now we go right. Just power this on and off. That's really all you got to do in the Egg Rider app. We also got to tighten the chain up. It is so loose now. I don't know if you can tell, dude. Like, it is too loose.
before we go rip it, I need some new tires. As you can tell, those are pretty bald. Right here, I have the Shinko SR241 Trials tire. The size is 275 by 19.
2.75.
2.75 by 19. Tires roughly cost me $116.56 shipped to the door and everything. We picked them up from Amazon. We'll make sure to leave a link down below so you guys can pick you some up. We're gonna get these tires on. Got the back tire on here, gonna crank it down, and next onto the front.
Oh my god, bro. I knew that was gonna happen. Just like that, you got the Shinko Trials tires on. These things look sick, bro. Like the bike looks so much beefier right now. Like, yeah, no, that's dope. Dude, those tires over here look like little tiny mountain bike tires now for sure compared to these.
All right, guys, it's the next day. We got some nice, pretty weather out. We're gonna go test out our new tires, and without further ado, we'll see you on the send.
So we've been riding around for a little bit, and I just wanted to tell you guys real quick, I noticed that we set the wheel circumference wrong in the Egg Rider app last night. The bike right now, the highest I've got the top speed to was like 32 on the Egg Rider right here, but while I'm going 32 miles an hour, he's going 44 or whatever, and I'm still moving by him. So we calibrated it wrong. It's not limiting the power or anything though, but if you guys know the correct wheel circumference for these, please let us know in the comments below. But besides that, so far both of the bikes are so much better, man.
Ride so much smoother with not having like such super like hard knobby tires. And
yeah, like when you come down from a wheelie where those are a lot bigger too, it just is a lot softer. I haven't really tried wheeling these yet because my throttle, like we showed you guys before, is just not very easy to wheelie with. All right, we just got back home from cruising around and my bike started making this weird sound again. It did it the other day before we even put the wheels and tires on. I don't even know, man. Like, what is that? If you guys have any idea, please let me know. It's not the wheels and tires though. So there you have it. There is the full install on the Flow Wheel 12-inch Mini Supermotos and the Shinko SR241 Trials tires. Both of these are awesome upgrades for the bike, and if you're looking to go with wheels and tires and you pretty much mainly street the bike, I would highly recommend these. Once again, going to leave them linked down in the description below. Or if you're just looking to pick up a pair of tires that fit the stock wheels, I would also highly suggest these Shinkos right here. Those will also be linked down below. But yeah, that's really going to wrap it up for this one, everybody. If you guys want to see more mods be installed on the Sur Ron, make sure you click here. And yeah, peace out. We'll see you in the next one.